Hey guys, I'm Andrea Peterson, and today we're going to do a yoga ground practice. I know most of you guys see my face and you think of our power yoga classes that we do together, but don't worry, don't forget. Today we are going to ground. We're going to move slow. We're going to connect in with the breath and the mind and being present. Yoga is all about balance. Sthira Sukha is one of my favorite sayings. In fact, it's what's tattooed on my left forearm. Sthira Sukham is about the balance of effort and ease. And if you know me and you've taken many of my classes, it's a lot of effort. But today, it's going to be a balance of effort and ease. We're going to hold the poses a little bit longer, but it's not about sweating. It's not about strength and tone. It's more about the brain and the heart and being open and taking the benefits that yoga can give you physically, mentally, and emotionally. Okay? Energetically, we're going to be present today. So go ahead. I want you to just start on your mat. Wiggle those toes out. And just shake everything long, dropping the shoulders. Go ahead, close your eyes. For these first few moments, we're going to stand tall. And we're just going to breathe. And we're just going to be present. So I want you to imagine your breath swirling around your feet right now. As you inhale and exhale, nothing extreme, nothing focused, nothing forced, just breathing. As if you're standing in a mist of a fog. And I want you to give your breath a color. It can be any color. The first color that comes to your mind, it can be bright yellow, it can be dark burgundy, it can be anything pastel blue. And I just want you to imagine that fog, that mist swirling around your feet. Taking some lovely breaths that allow you just to be present and at peace with your energy. Deep inhale in. Exhale, sigh it out. Again, big belly breath in and out. Allow every exhale, just allow yourself to weight down. Try not to hold the shoulders up at your ears, and don't hold them forced and down. But every inhale, take a deep breath in, fill your body up with life. As you exhale, just soften into your body. Allow your skeleton to hold you. Trust yourself. Try to release any tension you might have in your glutes. A couple more breaths right here, just standing on top of yourself, with yourself, and your breath and energy is just swirling around your feet. And very slowly on your next inhale, I want you to draw that breath at your feet, up your legs to your hips. And on your exhale, I want you to send that breath back down your legs and out your toes. So we're just really focusing on this one part, our legs, just from foot, heel to hip, toe to hip, however you want to look at it. Take a couple more breaths. Just imagine yourself pulling that breath, that fog, that mist, up the legs and back out. With your eyes closed, imagine it taking over every nook and cranny in your body. Beautiful. And on your next inhale, we're going to bring that breath even further up into the body. So you inhale that breath up to your shoulders and exhale it back down. So we're drawing that breath up the legs, the belly, the chest, all the way to the shoulders. When you exhale, send it back down. Really release it down. Almost like a shiver. You should feel chills going down your body as you breathe that breath in and breath down out. Keeping your eyes closed again. Just feel the breath and see it take over every nook and cranny. And now we're going to include the arms into it. So like your fingertips and your toes, bring that breath into the body, up the arms to the shoulders and the legs and the chest, everything up to just the top of your shoulders, and exhale, send it back down. Again, imagine yourself being enveloped in your breath in through the body and exhaling it back down. Bringing life and energy, but softness and release at the same time. A couple more breaths right here. Being grounded and present, standing tall on your mat with nothing forced at all. One more big breath in and out. And now, to complete the kinetic chain of your entire body, inhale that breath from the toes and the fingertips up the body all the way to the head, and exhale, send it back down. A full body experience of your life and breath. Inhale up, Exhale it back down. Really, when you're taking these breaths, see that breath take over every inch of your body, up your right pinky, your left shoulder, your hip, your navel, each rib bone, your chin, your ears. See that breath take over the body. And now I want you to also start imagining the breath exiting out your mouth. So you in through the nose, drawing it up the body, exhale, side into the space. And I want you to see that breath swirling around your body. So now you're really being taken over by a fog and a mist. A blanket of your breath is swirling around you. A couple more breaths like this. Exhaling it out. And very slowly as you inhale, I want you to imagine that breath squeezing you like a hug. So you inhale, draw that breath around you, it gives you a hug. And then when you sigh it out, you send a swirl of your breath in the space and it circles around, full of energy and life. When you exhale, you draw that breath in and it gives you a hug. And then you exhale, send it out. A couple more breaths like this, just really imagining yourself connecting with your breath. And very slowly, placing your left hand on your belly, right hand on your heart, connecting the physical, your breath, with your emotional and spiritual, your heartbeat. Take a couple intentional breaths, setting your intention for your practice, what it is that you want to get out of this morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you are watching this. Ask yourself, what do I want? Why did I show up? And when you exhale, share it with that space around you for accountability. Bringing it to life with yourself and the energy about you. Very slowly releasing your hands down at your side, mountain pose, softly opening up your eyes. Inhale, sweeping your arms up to the sky. We're going to guide the head down, chin to chest. Again, this is a guide. We are not pressing down. In fact, your hands should almost shoot off. The energy is pressing down and away. Drawing that chin to your chest. Taking a deep breath in and allowing the elongation of the top part of your vertebrae. From your shoulders up to your cranium. And one more big breath in. And exhale, allow that head to soften back up. Inhale, sweep that left arm up and guide that head over to the right. Taking your ear to your, so guide your head over to your left. Yeah, you know what I meant. Guiding it over. Again, same thing here. If I wanted to, that hand would sweep right off. So no pressure, just guiding. Now take that right hand and you're going to open it up to the side. You're going to notice that stretch crawl down your neck towards your shoulder. And go ahead, bend your second, third, and fourth finger like a point. And you're going to feel it stretch even more as it creeps further down. And enjoy this stretch, releasing any tension you might have in your neck or your shoulders and even your glutes. Yeah, you might be clenching those. We do that when we stand. Inhale, release that left hand. And down, big breath in, right arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, guide that all the way over to your shoulder. And once you find a good spot, open that left arm up and point the finger. And get that stretch reaching down the neck around the shoulder. Big breath in and out. We're going to work our way down the body today, one step at a time, really honoring each space. Inhale, release that left hand and back down. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. You're going to interlace your fingers and reach back behind you. Giving yourself a slight back bend. Those biceps stay right near your shoulders, dropping them down actually, because sometimes we reach up, but keep those shoulders down. Keep the bicep near the ears. Reach back for 3, 2, 1 more big inhale in. And on your exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Bend your knees nice and deep. Bring your ribs to your thighs. And drop your head over. And just allow yourself to just hang out, shaking everything loose. Wiggling it all. Allowing yourself to just release. No tension. And just wiggle all those things out. And on your next inhale, you're going to come up halfway, opening your heart forward. And exhale down. Again, nice and slow. Inhale, open up. Spread that chest. Exhale it back down. One more time. Inhale, nice and open. And on your exhale, you're going to bend those knees, ribs to your thighs. Take your arms, interlace your fingers, drop your head. And on your next inhale, you're going to reach your arms up to the sky and drop over. You'll feel this stretch along your hamstrings and your hip flexors. If you need to, if they're too tight, feel free to soften those knees and release the tension. Go ahead, shake your head, and then draw your chin to your chest. So even though that we are forward fold, our arms are reaching up towards the sky with lots of energy. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling it out the mouth. Again, beautiful breath in and out. One more big inhale. And on your exhale, bend those knees nice and deep. Sweep those arms down and very slowly straighten your legs and roll your body up to standing, allowing your head to be the last thing to rise. We're going to bring those shoulders up to our ears, an exaggerated roll back and down. Inhale forward, press through your spine. Exhale back and down. Inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. Now include your arms, big breath in, arms up to the sky. Exhale back and down, opening up that chest. Inhale up and down. One more time, big breath in, all the way up to the sky. Exhale, sweep those arms down and around, interlace your fingers, and find that stretch. We're going to pause here for just a moment, reaching and allowing that heart to spread, to trust with vulnerability and openness. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, bend your knees, ribs to your thighs, fold over, arms up to the sky. Extend your legs and release your arms down nice and slow. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Drop those sit bones. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Shoulders to your ears. Back and down. We're going to head the other direction. Inhale, back and forward. Using the elbows, I like it. Kind of helps with the range of motion. Forward. One more time. And forward. Now sweep those arms behind you. And exhale, come through heart center, centering. Inhale, behind. Exhale, heart center. One more time, big breath in, behind. This time, exhale, bend those knees as we forward fold all the way down. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, fold, bend nice and deep. Inhale, rolling yourself up to standing. Shoulders back and down. Now I want you to inhale, open those arms wide. Spread the chest. Flip your wrists so the back of your palms are facing forward. And on your next exhale, press into your shoulder and reach them together. You're going to stretch out that heart. Those shoulder blades are going to press to the back of the room. And on your exhale, flip your wrist and open that chest. Flip and press and flip and open. Release them down. Inhale those arms up to the sky. Continue the circle as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, drop those sit bones. Inhale, sweep up for chair pose, dropping the shoulders. Keeping your core nice and active. You're going to keep that sitting there, dropping your sit bones. Bring that navel up under your rib cage, drop your shoulders, and wrap your pinkies inward. We're going to sit here. Feel yourself kind of weight back into your heels. You're going to feel the base of your sole, just kind of like your hand, the front part and the back part. And we want to find that Sthira Sukham, that balance. Yoga is all about balance. Balance physically, balance mentally, and emotionally. I know your quads are talking to you just a little bit, but enjoy it. Sit down. Soft smile on your face. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Wiggle your toes if they're gripping the mat. One more big breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Drop the head over. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale. Inhale, sweep those arms all the way back up to the sky. Exhale, send them down and around and heart center. Take a deep breath in and sigh out the mouth. Release those hands down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, reach it over to the side. So this is a reach. We're not folding. We're reaching. The arm is still full of energy. The gaze is up to the sky. Make sure we're not folding over like this, but we're rotating so our energy is going up and our hand is going over to the side. You can support yourself with that thigh. Just make sure you're not putting any weight on your knee. One more big breath in and out. On your next inhale, lift yourself up and release it down. Big breath, right arm fills up the sky, and exhale, reaches over. It's like a nice little sun ray that we're creating, a nice openness. We don't work on the side body a lot, but I invite you to do that. It's super easy to fold back and forth, but we forget to go to the side. It's a good yawning of the body. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale over. This time we're going to open up towards the sky. Take that left hand behind you. So you're allowing the left arm to weight backwards, opening up that chest. Take a deep breath in. And out again. Keep yourself nice and supported. But the twist is to the sky. Make sure you're not holding any tension in your neck. One more big belly breath in. And exhale, send it back over. Inhale up. And exhale, release. Other side, big breath. Exhale over. Inhale, open up behind you. Allow that chest to spread, giving space to the heart, to the lungs, and to open up those shoulders, which we roll forward all day long. And one more big breath in. Exhale, reach it over. Inhale up to the sky and down. We're going to move just a little bit to open up this part of the body. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale over. Inhale, open behind you. Exhale over, drop it down, bend those knees, and wrap around. And you're going to allow your right arm to bypass your ear and pull yourself back up to standing. So you're going to feel that stretch along here. Exhale over. Inhale, open. Exhale over, drop it down, wrap it around. And that left arm pulls you back up. One more time, just to remember it. And over. Inhale, open. Exhale over, drop it down. Wrap it around. That right arm pulls you back up. Last time. And over. Inhale, open. Exhale over, drop it down, wrap it around. That left arm pulls you back up and down. You should feel as that body is starting to spread open. Big breath in, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend those sit bones nice and deep. Inhale, up for chair pose, dropping the shoulders, activating the core. Releasing your hands on your inner thighs. We're going to do cat-cow right here. Drop the belly, look up. Exhale, arc the back. Again, inhale, look up. And exhale, arc the back. Trying to keep your lower body in place so it's your foundation as you open and move. One more time, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Dropping your shoulders back and down. And mountain pose, take a deep breath in. And sigh out the mouth. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step your right foot back, warrior one legs. So that back leg is at a 45-degree angle. Then the hips a little bit, then the ribs, then the shoulders. Sinking into that left foot. We're going to pause here for just a second before we raise our arms. And ground down. Really root and twist. Find this posture in your body. You're going to roll those pinky toes down towards the mat. We're going to find, feel free to adjust. A lot of times some people will do their legs heels to heels. It's up to you, but I encourage you to try hip width apart. It gives you more of a foundation. It doesn't put as much pressure on the knees, and you're able to ground down a little bit better. On your next inhale, I invite you to open up those arms to warrior one, dropping them down, rotating those pinkies forward so we can keep the back open. Pausing here, feeling nice and strong in warrior one. You're going to get a little bit of a stretch in the hamstring, and you're going to work that quad muscle just a little bit. But you're going to feel strong, and you're going to feel powerful. Big breath in and out. And anytime we stay in these poses a little bit longer than your mind wants to, imagine the breath. Come back to that fog, that mist that was enveloping you earlier, and inhale it into your body and exhale it out. And imagine the shapes that it's creating as it moves up the knee and the thigh and around the ribs and down the back leg. One more big breath in. Exhale, open up to warrior two. So same thing here. Sometimes people restack the heels so they're in line. I like to keep it open at hip width apart. Again, it gives you more of a foundation and it doesn't load the joints as much. So activate the core, draw that navel up so we're not loading forward, scooping the sit bones, everything drops down. And those shoulders square off. So as you pull that back shoulder back, that one comes forward. And you can float your arms up nicely, sinking into your left knee. Now be careful, that back foot may want to drop down into its arch. Don't let it do that. Rotate down towards those pinky toes. Open the chest, feel strong and wide, allowing your heart to spread, your back to spread and to stand tall. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out the mouth. We're going to take that right hand and we're going to actually sweep it forward. And it's going to come kind of like you're going to feel that right shoulder blade stretch. Keep that left knee forward and we're going to draw like an arrow, a bow and arrow. And you're going to take your gaze with you to the back of the room. And then you're going to sweep it forward again, so we're stretching the back. And draw it back. 3 more times, sweep it forward, feel that stretch around the right shoulder blade. And back. 2 more times, forward and back. Last time, bring it forward and stretch. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Draw that bow, but keep your gaze forward. Sink into your left knee just a little bit. Drop your right hand, flip your left, and we're going to reverse it. But when we go back, I want you to sink that knee a little bit further forward. So the counter action, going forward with the left, reaching back. And then again, your hand can be on your thigh, but make sure we're not putting the pressure on our knees. Again, same with the stretches when we did earlier today from side to side and lateral motion. We are opening this up, just now we're in warrior 2 legs. Take a deep breath in and out. Scoop those sit bones under. Keep this belly nice and engaged. And one more big breath in. Exhale, sweep that left forearm down to that left thigh. You're going to press into it to open up and send the right arm beyond your head. So you want to keep scooping those left sit bones under. And you want this left arm to open you up to the side. Notice your toes, make sure they're not gripping the mat. And those right pinky toes are wrapping down to the ground. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Sink a little bit into your left hip. Again, deep breath in and out. One more full inhale and exhale, opening up. And on your next inhale, you're going to pull yourself back up with that right arm to warrior 2. Exhale, release your hands to your hips. You're going to rotate it in forward and step that right foot in just a little bit and straighten that left leg. We're going to fold over. Everything is squared towards the front. Sit in those sit bones, the belly, the hips. And we're going to drop down for triangle pose. If you have blocks that you need, pyramid pose. If you have blocks that you need, we can place them on the ground, hands on those blocks, or you can have your fingertips. But the goal is you want this left hip back and this right hip forward. So if it's your shins or if it's the block, and just make sure you're dropping your head. Take a deep inhale in and sigh it out the mouth. Again, big belly breath in and out. Allow that stretch to release into that left leg. Try to keep your legs straight, but the knees are soft. Placing your hands on your hips, activate the core, bringing yourself up and stepping that right foot forward. Shaking everything out and taking a moment to find mountain pose again. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, sweep them down and around behind you to heart center. Take a deep breath in, step the left foot back, warrior 1 legs. Finding it first, like I said, maybe you do hip width apart, that right knee sinks forward. Activate the core and rotate everything forward. Take one more breath here. Just pause and at peace, finding centering and focus with your hands and your gaze straight forward. And on your next inhale, you reach those arms up into the sky, and almost as you reach them up, you can sink a little bit deeper into that right hip. Take a deep breath in, drop those shoulders, and release it out. Take your time with this pose. Don't feel like you have to rush it. Don't feel like you have to be too high or too low. Sthira Sukham, the balance of effort and ease. What people don't realize sometimes that if they go too low, they're just hanging out in their joints, like you're in a hammock. And if you go too high, you're not really doing anything either. So find that small sort of spot, that happy medium. And on your next inhale, opening up to warrior two. Again, readjusting so that you feel balanced. We're all shaped differently. Our skeletons are different. We can work on our muscles, but your bones have been grown to where they are, and you can't make a bone more stretchy. You can make it more healthy, but you can't make it more stretchy. Sink into that right leg and then let yourself have that warrior two, opening up that chest. Pull that left shoulder back, arms in opposite directions. And out. Beautiful. Take that left hand, sweep it forward. You're going to draw that left shoulder blade around. So you're going to feel that stretch on your back. We're reaching here. And like a bow and arrow, we're going to pull and take our gaze with us. And then draw it forward. And exhale as you release back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Keep that right knee forward. Inhale forward. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale forward. Hold here for 3. Stretch the back. 2 and 1. Big breath in. Exhale. Draw the arrow back. Bring your gaze forward. Release your left hand down. Flip your right. And as you sink into your right hip, reach your right arm back. And take a deep breath in. Really stretching behind you, but keeping your core active. So we're not dropping that belly, we're not sticking out those hips or anything like that, but everything is together and lined. One more big breath in. Exhale, sweep that right hand down, right forearm to right thigh, and left arm guides itself just past your head as you open up. Keeping those sit bones nice and aligned. Rotate those left pinky toes down towards the mat, taking a deep breath in. And exhaling it out. Again, big belly breath in. And exhaling it out. One more full inhale. Sink into your hips just a little bit more, giving yourself some space. And on your next inhale, drawing yourself back up to warrior two, opening up the chest and straightening that right leg. Hands to your hips, step that left foot in just a little bit and square off the hips forward. You're going to start with your hips, then your ribs, then your chest. As we fold over that front leg, again, you feel free to grab your blocks, grab your shins, or find the floor. You're going to pull that left hip forward, right hip back, dropping the head, chin to chest. Taking a deep breath in and out. Again, big belly breath in and out. One more big inhale and exhale. Placing your hands on your hips, activate the core and lift yourself back up. Be careful not to go too fast, you might fall over. Root into that right foot and step that left foot forward. Wriggling all the legs and arms and everything out. Inhale, sweeping your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, dropping over, releasing your head. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees nice and deep. Take your index finger and your middle finger and hook around your big toe for yogi toe lock. Bend those knees nice and deep. Drop the head so your head is almost to your knees. And on your inhale, you're going to straighten the legs and pull yourself over. And then exhale, we're going to bend the knees and pull ourselves over. One more time, go ahead, bend those knees and pull yourself over, straightening your legs and shaking your head nice and loose. So this is a pull down. Feel yourself pulling yourself towards the ground, towards Mother Nature, towards the earth. Big breath in and out. One more big inhale in. Exhale, soften those knees. If it's in your practice, feel free to take that hand and place it under your foot for gorilla. And then we're going to straighten those legs. Same thing here. You might be tight. Your shoulders might be tight. So just go where you can go. If this is as far as you go, that's as far as you go. So we're going to bend a little kriya and straighten and kriya. You'll start noticing how your hamstrings are doing, your hips are doing, and pulling that head down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those ribs, release those hands. We're going to bend nice and low, and now we're going to give ourselves a hug. Go ahead, walk your feet and big toes together, heels about 1 inch apart. Give yourself a hug, and then straighten those legs
And this is the last time. As your legs straighten, you're going to feel a little pressure on your forearms, which will stretch your shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in and out. Allow that heart to shine open through your back. Deep breath in and out. One more big inhale. And on your exhale, soften your knees, release your arms. Straighten your legs and very slowly roll up to standing, because we have been over for a long time. Shaking it out, maybe getting the hair outside of your face. And finding mountain pose, standing tall, allowing the blood and everything to just settle back into place. Take a deep breath in. And exhaling it out. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep those arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, plant those hands, stepping back to plank. So with plank, just make sure your shoulders are over your wrist and your heels are pressing to the back of the room. And we're not dropping our abdomen, but we're activating it and lifting up. We're going to take a deep breath in, and then we're going to release our knees, chest, chin, and we're going to wiggle down to the mat. We're going to inhale up for a little baby cobra and back down. We're going to inhale up for baby cobra, and when you do this, just draw those shoulder blades down towards your tailbone. So they should reach into the back of the space and back down. Again, one more time, inhale, lift up, release those hands just a little bit so you can feel the muscles activating. And on your next exhale, press down, send your knees wide, toes together, and sink back into a child's pose. Dropping your arms nice and long, maybe you press into the mat and you're able to send your sit bones a little further back. Take a big belly breath in and sigh it out the mouth. And allow yourself to release into this pose. I still want it to feel static. I still want it to feel active and not static. So feel like yourself pressing into the base of your palms as your sit bones reach back. And your arms will actually elongate, and you can readjust your forehead just a little bit. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out the mouth. We're going to take an inhale. We're going to take that left hand and we're going to thread the needle under and really press into the left shoulder. You're going to walk that right arm forward. So this is an active stretch, even though it feels like you can just hang out. So as you inhale, you're going to press into that left shoulder blade. As you exhale, you release into that right hand, reaching a little bit further. And then you press, inhale, you can feel that shoulder blade go into the ground. And exhale. One more time, take a big breath in. And on your exhale, release that left arm forward and head to the other side. Threading that right arm under and finding your right shoulder. Reach that left arm forward. Same thing here. Feel yourself pressing into the right shoulder blade, creating space with your stretch. Take a deep breath in and out. We do a lot of heart openers, but did you know that you can shine your heart through your back, honoring the past and those behind you and those who support you by taking a deep breath in and out. One more big inhale in. And on your exhale, release that right arm forward, press those sit bones back, and rise up to a tabletop. And then you're going to just release forward onto your belly. We're going to do the opposite stretch. We're going to send those arms out like a T. You're going to find your left cheekbone down. You're going to take that right hand, and you're going to walk it under your right shoulder and stretch out the left chest, giving yourself a nice little stack. You're going to take a deep breath in and out, keeping your temple on the ground. If you want to go a little bit deeper into the stretch, inhale your right arm up to the sky, flip your palm, and release it backwards. Allowing the body and the weight to stretch you. So nothing's being forced. Nothing is being muscled. It's just simply the direction. It's physics working in your favor. Taking deep breaths into that left shoulder, big inhale, and exhale. Again, big inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, lift that right arm up to the sky, plant it down on the ground, and very slowly roll off that left shoulder and rock onto the right side, sending your right arm out and your right cheek down. Again, restacking as you go. Take that left hand onto the ground, pressing into the mat. As you press into the mat, you'll find your turn, your twist, dropping the head down. Make sure you're not holding anything. And inhale, lift that left arm up, rotate your wrist, and reach behind you. Again, the weight of the body going backwards will want to open this chest up even more without forcing it. There's no muscling going on, so I don't want you to at all. I just want you to breathe and release into the stretch. Take a deep inhale in and exhale it out. One more big breath in and out. And your next inhale, take that left hand up, lower it down to the mat, and roll off. Pressing back to a closed-legged child's pose, knees together, toes together, drop your head, sweep your arms around, and hook your index fingers around your pinky toes. To complete a circle, drop those shoulders down, allow the spread of your shoulder blades to stretch out for 3. Big exhale, 2, and 1. On your next inhale, I want you to walk your hands forward and finding hero's pose. We're going to start here from hero's pose. You're going to sweep your arms up to the sky, lifting up nice and high, soft back bend. Drop those shoulder blades down. You're going to sweep your arms down and around, interlace your fingers, and reopen up that chest. Breathe it up. Make sure we're not breaking our necks backwards, but we're lifting up and out. And there's a beautiful curved spine that goes from your back through your neck to your spine and your cranium. Take a deep inhale in. And on your exhale, send your sit bones back. Drop your head and send your arms up towards the sky. We're going to continue to reach, so we're not just kind of hanging out like this. Those arms are still reaching up. It's still a chest opener, even though you're folded over. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, you're going to sweep those arms past your legs and up to the sky. Sweep them down and around and interlace the fingers. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, sweep it all the way up to the sky. Exhale, down. This time you're going to keep your hands here. We're going to do a little camel. So we're going to press for a little heart opener. Keeping your hands on your hips, fingertips down, elbows together. You're going to just press back and reach back. Again, being mindful of your neck, allowing it to go, but holding no tension. If it feels good, you're welcome to reach your hands down to your heels and drop back. Taking a deep breath in and up. Breathe and out. One more big breath in. Exhale, very slowly come back up. We're in a counter pose, sitting those sit bones down, reaching forward and pressing into a cat. Arcing the back and releasing. Deep breath in and very slowly soften into the cow. And release. And just allow yourself to wiggle those hips right and left, loosening everything up. And press those sit bones back. Inhale, come forward, opening up to a cobra, pressing the ground. You should be nice and open. Exhale, tuck those toes, soft sit bones to the sky. And find your downward dog. Downward dog, pressing those heels into the ground, the soles of your hands into the ground, wrapping your shoulders under, shaking your head nice and loose. Don't hold any tension. Tend to test and just enjoy. Take a deep breath in and out. Again, big breath in and out. One more time, big inhale in and exhale it out. On your next inhale, you're going to actually walk your hands to your feet and slowly roll up to standing. All the way up and your shoulders back and down. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up halfway. You're going to exhale, walk your hands out to a plank, supporting your body and very slowly lowering down to a chaturanga. Inhale, coming up to cobra. Exhale, tucking those toes and downward dog. Pressing the heels into the mat, you're going to take that left hand and you're going to reach the outside of the right calf. And you're going to twist under the right shoulder. You're going to feel that stretch reaching itself up the leg, and you're welcome to be anywhere that hand goes to find that stretch. Just look under that right shoulder. Draw the navel up and under. And 3, 2, and 1. Release that left hand down. Take that right hand, go into the outside of the left calf, look up and under. Making it an active stretch, so feeling yourself corkscrewing around that left leg. Deep breath in and out. And releasing that right hand to the mat. Inhale, soften those knees, gaze forward, walk to the front of the mat. And come up halfway. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, heart center. Oh, long hair and the up and downs of yoga, right? Take a deep breath in and sigh it out the mouth. Inhale, big arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, plant those hands, stepping back to a plank, lowering down to chaturanga. Inhale, up cobra. Exhale, tuck those toes, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up for a three-legged dog, reaching to the sky, pressing the left heels down. Reaching high, trying to rotate that right hip down. Your leg may not go as high. Drawing that right shoulder to the mat, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, send that knee forward and step it through to your right thumb. Feel to adjust it forward if you need to. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release that left knee to the mat and untuck those toes. Coming up, sitting up nice and high. We're going to sink forward into our right hip and bring it back. And sink forward and back. One more time. Sink forward, softening into that left hip, allowing that chest. We have opened up this upper body forward, back, side to side. You can leave your hands right here. Send your arms up to the sky, or feel free to release them down, interlacing the fingers and opening that chest. Taking a deep breath in and out. Again, big breath in and out. Trust yourself to weight into that left hip and out. One more big inhale. And on your exhale, release your hands to frame your right foot. Send your sit bones back till the toes come up, straightening that leg into a half split and dropping your head over. Then we're going to walk those hands forward to meet our feet. You're going to feel that stretch in your back, creating space so that you can shine backwards and forwards. Take a deep breath in and out. Again, big breath in and out. And walking those hands forward to frame that left foot. We're going to tuck those left toes under. Coming up for a low runner's lunge. Keeping your left hand on the ground, or maybe a block if you need it. We're going to open up that right arm to the sky. Sinking into the hip just a little bit. You're always welcome to lower that left knee down. Giving your stretch. Again, using the body to stretch that body. We're going to rotate that right hand. Bend at the elbow and open up our back and our hips and everything. Big breath in and out. Guide that twist with your right shoulder. Big breath in and out. One more big inhale and exhale. Lift that right arm up with your next inhale. Release it down on your exhale on the inside of the right leg. Connect the knee to the tricep. And take that left hand, draw a line across the arms, the chest, and then up to the sky. I like to draw that line because it opens the twist. It allows that spine to twist naturally open. Keeping that left heel back and up. Sink into your right hip just a little bit more. If you want to, take that and find your lower back. Opening up from that left shoulder. If you have a bind and you want to explore it, feel free to bend that right arm under the thigh. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Big breath in. And exhale, undo that bind. Left arm up to the sky. Exhale, release it down. Frame that right foot. And we're going to step that right foot back to plank and lower down. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale, press back to child's pose. I like to press back to child's pose between some exercises because you notice the imbalance that you've created with the stretching on one side. So you're aware that that right hip feels nice and loose. So we're going to work through the left side and find balance and find yoga. Deep breath in and out. On your next inhale, coming up to tabletop. Exhale, tucking your toes, downward dog. Pressing those heels into the mat, wrap that left shoulder's under, right shoulder under. And on your next inhale, lift that left leg up to the sky. Reaching it high again, trying to square those hips off. Pressing that right heel down, bringing the left shoulder down towards the mat for 3, 2, and 1. Big breath in. And on your exhale, knee to nose, passing through to your left thumb. Finding that low runner's lunge. Nice and low, take a deep breath in. And release your right knee down to the mat. Untuck your toes and come up. We're going to softly sink forward into our hip and back again. So you want to rock forward, all the way forward, straight forward. One more time, sink forward. You kind of end up rocking onto the top of your kneecap. So oftentimes if you are far enough forward, you won't need to double up the mat, but if you do, feel free to fold it over. Support yourself. And you're welcome to stay here or reach your arms up to the sky, or go ahead, lower them down, interlace your fingers and open up that back leg. Deep breath in and out. Allow your heart to shine open with vulnerability, with openness, with want and desire. Deep breath in and out. One more big inhale. And on your exhale, come forward, framing that left foot and sinking back towards half split. Allowing your left toes to come up, dropping your head over. Again, once you've found this, walk those arms forward, spreading the back. Make it in an active stretch, wiggling those fingers forward. Deep breath in and out. Again, deep breath in and out. On your next inhale, walking your hands forward to frame your left foot. Keeping your right hand on the ground or on a block. You're going to untuck your right toes, lift your right leg up, and sweep that left arm up to the sky for a twist. Again, same thing here. You're welcome to lower that right knee down or stay here. You're also welcome to flip the wrist and find your lower back to open up the left side. And stretch and release your gaze up towards the sky. If you're indoors, maybe you close your eyes and imagine a blue sky with some sun and clouds. If you're outside, maybe you get to see that. Just take your gaze up and feel light and airy like the sky. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and out. Inhale, lift that left arm up. Exhale, plant it down. Again, connect your tricep with your knee. Draw a line with your right arm from your wrist all the way up to the sky. Sink into your hips and find the pose. Again, same thing if you want to, bend at the right elbow. And if you have a bind on this side, feel free to reach through. Finding the stretch, but make sure you can still take a full breath in and out. If you can't, come out of the bind. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in. Exhale, release that left hand down. Right hand releases and frames the foot. Send that left foot back to plank. Find it. Lower it down all the way to the ground. And inhale. Press back to that child's pose. Take a deep inhale in. Soften the shoulder blades. Exhale it out the mouth. Again, big belly breath in. And out. On your next inhale, press into the mat, coming up to tabletop of sorts. And releasing your legs forward. Sending them out in front of you. And grabbing your glutes, pulling them out from under. Again, the nice thing that we've been doing a lot of upper body stretching. Opening the sides, the chest, and the back. All of this is a beautiful heart opener for you. Take those arms up and reach straight forward over the toes. Just keep reaching. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your hands on your shins, your ankles. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull yourself a little bit forward and drop your head over. Deep inhale in and exhaling it out. Again, with your exhales, you might feel yourself drawing a little bit deeper into the stretch. Deep inhales in and exhaling it out. Allow that head to drop and loosen. On your next inhale, very slowly rolling up. Take that left leg and draw it in, thigh to foot. Now like we did, we stretched the side body, so you're going to keep that right hand there. You're going to take that left hand, and you're going to sweep it behind you and keep yourself open as it comes over your head. So we're not folding forward, but we're staying open to the side. Take a deep breath in and out. Today I am stretching your upper torso. I'm giving it nice and wide and open. It should feel soft and good. That center part of our body that helps us stand, to move forward, to move back, and to exist. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, sweep that left arm down. You're going to come on the outside of your left leg and fold over. Keep that right toe up towards the sky for 3, 2, and 1. Press into the ground and rise. Sweeping that left leg forward and switch. Maybe you have to readjust your glutes. Take that right foot to your thigh. Left hand on the inside of the leg. Sweep that right arm around, up and over, dropping in and allowing yourself to stretch. And breathe. Keep it slightly open to the side, maybe a soft gaze up towards the sky. If it keeps you open so you don't fold over. Deep breath in and out. One more inhale, sweep that right arm up and over to the outside of the right leg and bow down. Big breath in and out. One more big inhale in and exhale it out. On your next inhale, press into the ground, rotate forward, and bring your sit bones to your heels. We're going to do a couple bridges, and then we're going to find ourselves into Shavasana. So go ahead, roll yourself down to the mat, hands at your sit bones, heels close to your sit bones as well. And on your next inhale, you're going to scoop your sit bones up, lifting up to the sky, and pressing into your shoulders. So you want to keep your legs together, and you want your heels to go down. You're going to press those shoulders in. And when you want to allow yourself to shine open towards the sky, with a release and a strength. Again, big breath in and out. One more inhale. Exhale, lower it back down. We're going to do another one, but we're going to press into a full bridge. So on your inhales and your soup bones up to the sky, interlace your fingers and walk your shoulders under. So we've done this similar sort of posture with our hands behind our back and interlaced. And you really just kind of want to press into the shoulders and the heels to open up. Allow the spread to just chest yourself up and open. And on your next exhale, very slow, rain down those sit bones. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug, soft counter pose. And on your exhale, release down into into Shavasana, which is basically mountain laying down. As you're in Shavasana, I want you to reconnect with that breath, that fog, that mist that started our practice. And I want you to imagine it swirling around your body right now, like a blanket. As it covers you whole, this is your breath. This is your life. It's hugging you. It's comforting you. It's cozy. I want this breath to feel like your bed. You can sink into it. It covers you up. It snuggles you. Take a few minutes to just imagine your breath as a blanket right now. slowly taking a deep breath in and sighing it out the mouth. Inhale, stretching your arms beyond your head, pointing your toes. And release. Your next inhale, rolling over to the right side, supporting your head with your hands like a pillow. Because we're under our blanket of our breath, right? It's like we're in bed. And on your next inhale, press into the ground and rise to a comfortable seated position with your eyes closed and your hands resting naturally where they lay. We're going to finish this practice with one little breathing meditation. I want you to imagine your breath in your right palm. And we're going to draw our breath from our right arm across our heart, down our left arm, and out the middle of our palm. This is just a practice of focus, awareness, and guidance. All right? So again, bring that breath, that color that we've been working with today, and have it right in the right side of your palm. Deep breath in and out. And very slowly, like a little spider web, a little thread needle, draw that breath up the right arm, across the heart, and down the left, and out the left palm. Taking a few moments to really see your breath, making your awareness and your focus so acute that you can almost truly believe that the breath is entering and exiting the middle of your palms. Beautiful. Take a big breath in and just sigh it out. Drawing your hands to heart center. We're going to close with an Om. We'll inhale and exhale together. Inhale and Om. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Deep breath in. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.